Okay, third method of installation, and this is what I usually recommend. The nice thing about this lead cane that is around this panel is it's very, very easy to trim. I'm just going to take off the corners because that's usually the first thing people have problems with when they're installing a window. And you just take the corners off just like that, round it off a little bit. The other nice thing about this is if you get the window home and it doesn't fit into the area so that the window just drops in, like the first window did, is this lead cane is absolutely beautiful, and you can peel it with an X-Acto knife, any tight areas you have. Now, the nice thing about that is it hardly shows up on the front at all, and it allows you the opportunity to see how the window is fitting, address a tight point, and just do this. And sometimes it's even just a little bit like that needs to come off. It's pretty amazing. This is a wonderful framing. The other thing that I really like about this method of installation is the following, and that is you can press on this without pressing on the glass, which is really nice. So, and again, I know this is a little thin here. If I were going to do this for you, I would probably put a little bit more of a molding around the edge of the window, and that's another thing to take into consideration that I'll chat with you about. But anyway, so this goes right up against the existing glass that you have. And again, you can use a secondary molding with this if you'd like to. But the nice thing about this is you can take your Glazer's point and you can really just press right on the edge of this and tuck this right in to the lead cane around the outside. You can really press on it without having to worry about hitting into the glass. I'm sorry that this isn't a little bit more efficient way to show you how to do this. Let me, I'm going to do this so I can give you a better idea. I just want to have access to that level. And here we go. And so this goes up against here like this. It goes down. And you can always use an X-Acto knife to make your first mark with this. But this is the nice thing about this is you can push right down, push right into the window, and it holds it in really securely. You can either do it yourself or have a handy person do it. And again, one of the things that I do sometimes when I'm installing a window is I do this, and I come down and I just make a mark on an angle with my X-Acto knife. That way it gives me a place to start with my Glazer's point, which is right in there. It gives me a place to start with my Glazer's point, and then I can just continue on with this process and press right down and move this right in like that. So those are a few methods of installation for your panel. One of the other things that I want to talk about with you is considering doing the 9 panels that you want to do, and secondarily considering doing one panel.